Hi, this is Marketplace Network, and I am Ann Bowman. This is Dare to be a Disciple, number 3, and I'm sharing with you some funny stories from when I was a kid. A little different, but they still mean something. I was a kid a long time before some of you were a kid, but let's not go there. Okay. I can still remember when I was a kid, about the age of 8, 9, maybe 10, I think I was in single digits, where I lived in the Bronx in New York. Now, it was at a time when there were certain rituals. You looked this way, you had to be this way, you had to dress this way, et cetera, et cetera. And I remember at the age of, I'll say 9, I looked at these people who were middle-aged. To me, they looked old because their hair was gray, and when you're 9 years old, that automatically makes you old if your hair is gray. Mine, of course, is not because it's naturally this way. And I'm looking at somebody, men and women, playing shuffleboard every Sunday in the recreation area where I lived. And the women all had their hair pulled straight back, black, salt and pepper hair now, I know that, in tight buns, metal rim glasses. Their breasts were down to their waist someplace. They were thick. A dress, always a dress, never pants. This was before women could wear pants. They had stockings rolled and knotted at their knee. Had to have stockings, but it was hot, so you knotted them at your knee, and what would today be called Cuban heels, the lace-up shoes with fat heels, we used to call them. And the men were thick in the middle, and their hair was slicked back, and the middle rim. It was a whole scene. I'm 8 years old, 9 years old. I have no reason to think this at all. And I looked at them, and I said to myself, I am never going to look like that when I get to be old. What did I know? I'm 9 years old. And I'm talking to myself like the Spirit of the Lord, who I did not know, by the way, but the Spirit of the Lord's coming into my head and telling me I am never going to look like that when I get to be old. Fast forward umpteen decades, and here I am talking to you. Far more seasoned now than I was at that time. And I have gone through those transitions, and I have made it my business to never look like that when I got to be more seasoned. Seasoned is the word that I use. We're seasoning slowly. Old is not a word I choose to use. I'm seasoning. When I am seasoned, you will be at my funeral. But right now I am seasoning. And that's just the way I choose to use it. Now, somewhere along the way, I wrote some poems. Are they related to the Lord? Yes and no. It depends on how creative you want to be in deciphering the message. But let me share a few things with you. Hopefully, you will end up rolling and falling off your chair. And that's exactly what I'm intending it to be. Now, I must preface this. Men, if you are not familiar with the changes that a woman goes through, I hope you become familiar with them, because at some point you are going to be called upon to be far more sensitive to what a woman goes through than what you might be right now. We change a whole lot more than you do. Yes, your hormone levels will go down. Yes, things will change, and I won't go into detail because it's not the right time. Things will change. But women really change. Really. And that's something you need to be aware of. I will preface this whole thing by saying I am a firm advocate in the difference of the sexes. I am not woke. I believe in men, I believe in women, and I can tell you the difference. Stand in front of me, challenge me, and I'll let you know who the difference is. Okay? That's how much I know. So this is the first poem that I wrote. I look in the mirror, and who do I see? A woman who has never before appeared to me. And I wish that the sight I see would just pass. 'cause the cheeks are much bigger on my face and my ass. I get up in the morning and who do I see? A stranger in the mirror staring back at me. As I stare in the mirror, I'm trying to find the woman I used to be, but only in my mind. There is more to me than ever before, spilling out of my bra in ways I deplore, wrapped around my ribs and onto my hips. My clothes are struggling not to have any rips. I can't figure out which cheeks are bigger, the one on my face or the ones on my figure. Bigger clothes are not the answer for me. Maintaining my image will help my psyche. Time marches on, as we all know, and all we can do is go with the flow. Putting up a good fight is admirable for sure, but for the passage of time, there is no cure. With a snap of your fingers and a blink of your eye, the decades of life rapidly pass by. Your actions speak volumes to tell everyone what you've done for others is how you will be known. Hopefully you're laughing. It was funny when I wrote it. And I share that with you because that's exactly what happens. I don't know how old you are now, but if you take a quick second to ask yourself, how'd I get here? How'd you get there? I don't know how I got here, but it's a lot further along than I have ever. I have never been this old before. Think about that. And neither have you. I have never been this old before. Honestly, that's a T-shirt that I wear at the gym. This is the oldest that I have ever been. Truth to that. I don't care if you're 10, 20, 30, or 40, whatever it is. It's the oldest you've ever been. Truth to that. And if you snap your fingers, you'll be 10 years older in a minute. That's how fast time goes by. That is how fast time goes by. What are you doing about it? Are you having fun? If not, why? That's why I'm telling you, the visions that I had in my mind when I wrote that, it's just one of those things that keeps you going. You have to have things in your mind to keep you going. Say, I am never going to look like that. Now, I'll share something with you. My hair's not really this color. And some of you are going, yeah, I know you. I know it's not. Okay, you don't count. The other ones who don't know me, are going, really? It looks pretty good. Wonderful. I'm glad you think so. But the bottom line is my hair's not this color. But thanks to the wonderful things that we have available to us now, I can have hair any color I want to have. And that's exactly what I do. I have hair that color. Okay? And then we can do things that we couldn't have done in years gone by. So what am I doing now? I can fool Mother Nature. Women will appreciate this. I use what's called HRT, hormone replacement therapy. Wonderful. Ladies, check with your doctor, see if you can do it after menopause. It works wonders. It keeps you younger when you really aren't younger, and that's fine. Cheat. I recommend cheating at all possible times when it comes to who you are and the way you look. Get facials. Why not? You're worth it. Do what you have to do. And most of all, as I've said in many of my other things, stay away from negative people. As in far away. That makes all the difference in the world. That makes all the difference in the world. So between all of those things that you can do, cheating, you stay away from negative people means what? You surround yourself with positive people. And you can all have fun together and all commiserate. Now, what happens with the passage of time? Time passes. Duh. I'm not trying to imitate anybody, really. It's obvious. Time goes on. What happens? Can I still do what I used to do? No, a little slower, or maybe a lot slower. Can I still go down to, I used to teach, I have a master's in physical education. I used to teach dance and exercise. Can I still get down to the floor and back up again like I used to? I don't think so. Or maybe if there was a chair next to me that I could lean on to get up again, I could. It's just what happens, but I go to the gym. Do you go to the gym? Keep moving. Don't stop. Keep doing what you can do until people sing at your funeral. Don't stop. But I'm telling you something. You are the one in charge. You are the one in charge. And that's what happens when all of these changes take place in our bodies. We have to know what's going on. Let me read another poem to you, and then I think this might be all. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. These are the changes we all go through. Okay, men, this is for you to know about the women in your lives. Women, this is something we know, but I'm sharing it with you. I'm having trouble with the status quo. Nothing is as it used to be. When my past was my present, I still complained, but not as vociferously. I've gotten used to my arthritis. With my hearing, I'm resigned. I've learned to manage my bifocals, but oh my God, I miss my mind. There are times I can't remember when I'm standing at the stairs, if I'm going up for something or if I've just come down from there. And often at the refrigerator, my mind is filled with doubt. Have I just been putting food away or come to take some out? If it's my turn to write to you and there's no need in getting sore, I think I've already written and I don't want to be a bore. Just remember that I do miss you and I wish that you were near. But since it's nearly mail time, I'll say au revoir, my dear. Now I'm standing at the mailbox with my face completely red. Instead of mailing you my letter, I opened it up instead. The temperature's high, the air is cold, and I'm standing here sweating to die. In no time flat, I'm freezing cold. My whole system has gone awry. Men and women, as we get older, we look back and it seems quite awfully strange. We have so many questions unanswered, and the only thing constant is change. Men, that woman who you married, that angel of your dreams, needs your love and understanding. This change is causing her to scream. It comes upon us gradually, for many reasons, no just cause. It starts slowly, then it picks up speed. Oh my God, it's menopause. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.